Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode, and here we are, we're up on the space station, and in this part what I want to do is work on my base missions. You can see there I've got a mission selected called Expanding the Base, and I want to build a circuit board. To do that I'm going to need to make a heat capacitor. I've already got the frost crystals, but I need selenium, and I think I also need polyfiber up here, which is cactus flesh and star bulbs. I've also would like to do the agricultural mission here, which requires solar vines as well, so we're certainly going to be focusing on the selenium. There's also there is a new community research, so we might be checking that out. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be going with this part. The first thing we're going to do is go out and check out the incoming message, because it's been flashing up for a little while in front of me, so we're just going to do that. See, friend, hello. I've spent sleepless souls puzzling over the coordinates we retrieved, cross-comparing with the anomalies databanks, returning empty over and over. The possible realities fan out infinitely, with only the single transmission to navigate by. But another signal has flicked across the boundaries. A traveller friend we thought had been lost. Their communicator suddenly from darkness signalled Nada and Polo. Such unspeakable happiness. The transmission frequency was so close, almost aligned to those messages from beyond the breach. I have triangulated with equivalent location in this reality. Would you travel there and return our traveller friend home? Interesting. I am transmitting you coordinates to the portal, friend, but you must use all your caution. That doesn't sound good. We are still learning, friend, still not understanding where all this leads. Once on the planet, stay low to the ground, out of the skies. I have made an adjustment to your exocraft navigation. It will provide you all the guidance you need. It looks like we are off to a port. It says we've discovered 6. Fungal mold. That was the planet I was intended on going to. Though it says undiscovered, I'm sure I thought I discovered this. That's got selenium and phosphorus on it. Suppose we better go check the portal out. This may not go down as one of my better ideas. But then, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I mean, it could be quite a simple mission. Famous last words. Well, here we are. Here's the portal. So, get in close. I'm not sure what the toxicity of this planet is like. Got plenty of ship fuel at the moment, so I don't need to worry about that. We go again. See what crazy planet I'm going to end up on this time. Portal yawns before me. A few paces forward, this ancient gateway will rip me from the world to some distant destination. Not for the first time I find myself wondering what will happen to my body and the in-between, between the solidity of the planet and the next. Okay, import Polo's glyphs. Here we go. Through the portal. I'm assuming that because the message says stay low means don't go out into space. So I won't be able to do what I did in the last community event, where I actually went out into space and visited other planets. Toxic rainstorm. Oh, joy, oh joy. Right in the middle of the storm. Wow. My ship. In the ship straight away. Ah, it says use any exocraft to track the signal from Polo's contact. Don't think I'm going to be able to build a exocraft. It looks like there's somebody here actually. See a little glowing bob there. I don't know how long that storm's going to last. This is going to be permanent. If this is going to be permanent, life could be interesting. Pretty sure that is a real person, but I can't talk to them. But this storm, real pain in the neck. The base up there. Right, I'm going to sit here for a little while and see if this storm goes away. So I'll see you in a minute, guys, once the storm eases off, because I can't do anything at the moment about the appropriate environmental protection. Right, it says the storm is clearing. And if I come in here, I've only got the one. Sure. Yeah, I need paraffinium, iron batteries, and metal plating. So. Oh great, I can make paraffinium on my freighter. I just need steel plates and iron batteries. I can probably buy those. I have to go back through the portal. Yep, thank you. Yep, and you're a portal. Okay, let's just check what I've got to do. I need 5 metal plating or iron batteries. 100 paraffinium. Make 4 metal plates. But I don't have anything to make iron batteries with. Let's jump into the ship. Take off. Place the launch thrusters. Fuel. Gonna get up in space. Go over here. Because in some ways it stands to reason that they would give a community event related to an exocraft, because they've just released the new exocraft, so they'll be wanting people to play with it, I suppose is the correct way of saying it. I think if we can get up to here, summon the freighter, go in here and make some paraffinium. I presume that's how you say it. Jump out of here. Just going to cut through here. Can't use the small one. Actually need to use the large one. Let's get to know what I need. I need some silver. That needs to go. Exocraft. Back to the freighter. Finish that in. Silver in. Oxygen, but I don't think that's that much of a problem. change this to 100. Sure, the formula used was different, but we're going to find out. Just going to knock that out. Okay. That can go to the exocraft. That can go to the freighter. That can go back to. I got that much. 300. I think I've pulled some surplus oxygen from up here. Wow, this is a lot fuller than I thought it was. Now got 100 per parathenium. Where is it? We need now is the batteries. I think we need 5 steel plates and 4 ion batteries. So we could probably get 5 of each, just to be on the safe side. I think probably the easiest way to do that is to see if I can actually just buy them. And that will save me having to run around collecting resources. Just shoot round to the space station. Oops. Oh, looks like we've got hostiles coming in as well. Oh, gee, isn't that fun? Get up to the trade terminal. This is where I find that they don't actually to sell me anything. Oh, nope, I want to buy. Which I'm just going to get 5 of them. I'm probably going to need to survive anyway. I'm just going to get 5 of those. And that should give me what I need to put out my exocraft. Up into it. I do need to improve my standing with mercenary skills. That's something else I need to do. So many things to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to waste time fighting those whoever's going to come in. I'm just going to stand here, just shoot back into the space station. Yeah. Let's get away, please. I've got other things to do. Yep. Style subspace scans failed. Thank you. I think I'll get back to the event if I can find it. Yeah. Save. And we're back off to the portal. And while I was actually flying to the planet here, it suddenly occurred to me that I wonder if I actually do need a exocraft to carry out this mission. But then, given how fierce that storm was when I arrived, I think having an exocraft to give me the extra protection probably could be quite useful. Come down here. Just gonna land. I'm just going to jump out. Let's get through the portal. Be greeted by another toxic storm. I can almost guarantee it's going to be there. Hopefully we'll be able to just charge straight this way. Yep. And through we go. And just going to skip out of this because there's a storm going on. I'll probably get killed, not died. Let's get this deployed as quickly as possible. So. And jump into the exocraft. My one and only exocraft type. I've got Pilgrim. It says Starship signal detected. And we got a storm. Isn't that a surprise? Still that bubble there. I'm sure that is the bubble of another person, but it hasn't moved since the last time I was there. So we've got to now go across the planet. How far away is that? It's 2 minutes away in the exocraft. So that would be a long walk, and it would certainly be a little bit of a death sentence. There's creatures up there, but I can probably guarantee that I've been on this planet before, so I can have a quick nip out. Scan up. Yep, we've been here before. I thought I recognised the ferocious storms. I'm just gonna... So I'm not going to be able to do much here if I've got toxic storms. I don't really have the protection. Just gonna go across the surface, smash up the terrain a bit. I know some people will say being able to smash the terrain up isn't realistic, but at the same time it's quite important, because especially when you're travelling in an exocraft or something like that, it's very easy to get stuck, and there still are ways to get stuck. But if you were stuck on every rock, it would be incredibly frustrating to travel across the surface of the planet like this. So I think that was quite a good move by Hello Games to allow you to smash the terrain up. Plus there's a penalty because you can smash up valuable resources. Oops. I'm getting through a lot of fuel. That could be an issue as well, so I have to be a little bit careful here. I mean, I haven't got any boosters anyway, because this isn't, just to show you, this isn't a fully upgraded exocraft anyway, so it's a little bit of sodium there. And it looks like I've arrived. Ship here. Problem is going to be a storm going on. It's not telling me. Have a bit of a mistake there. Very quick look at the ship. It's a 28 slot. Buy and add this to the collection. Yeah. I've already got two ships that I'm not using, one that needs repairing. Yeah, I don't think I really want another one that needs repairing. I really need to sort my ships out. That's going to be another thing. Oops. I think that said that the storm was finishing, so I'm just going to build my environmental protection back up, and then we will go and have a little bit of a talk in that distress beacon. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a key tip there, guys, is don't get too carried away with your ships, because you only get a max of 6, and you don't want to clog your freighter up with loads and loads of junky ships. I have arrived at the source of the signal, but there is no signs of life here, only the crumpled remains of a starship and a sickly electronic buzz from its distress beacon. Access the beacon's logs. Oh wow, am I going to read this? Finally something. Must have been an hour of pursuit. My deflector shield or launch fuel before I can move on, but detection, I should log my findings for myself as well as for Polo. Through the portal, it was real. I arrived, all mixed up in my head, but flows drifting bubbles, familiar. I captured the site of this time, took photos. I'm not sure if that was what drew their attention, but the sentinels see their eyes every time I close my own orbs of monitoring them, or mad theories. I can believe that there are more anomalous worlds like this, but they're forever. Am I going to get attacked by sentinels? No, does it make contact with the space anomaly? That it? Give out a bit of pure ferrite. You get here, got 32 nanites. Anything around here that would be of interest? There's some eggs there. What is a entry? A little bit on the full side. Another damaged machinery up there. I think we'll go and get that. If we can get anything of value. Cobalt. I don't have any cobalt. Right. Don't think I've actually got any much yet. Got ionized cobalt. Nope. But no toxic. Oh well, that was a bit of a bust. I mean, you can't carry resources for everything, especially early in the game, when like I am in the situation I'm in at the moment. I did use some oxygen. I think picking some oxygen up could be useful. Well, we can get a little bit of cash or something from scanning this. Ferrite dust and carbon. I'll grab a little bit while we're out here. Turn this into something useful. I'm just going to jump to here. The base over there. No, it looks suspiciously like it might be off planet. Really, I should take the coordinates and try and find out where I am in the galaxy here now. Look up on some basics. It'd be really good if there was some way you could actually adjust the view a little bit. Get myself a little bit of height. I mean, that would be really cool if you could do that. In Imperium you can press the page up key so that you can actually get a higher view above the craft. Oops, just being zapped. Maybe we'll just go back a slightly different way. Well, if that is the mission, it's a little bit of an anticlimax. It's almost like these are filler missions for something bigger. You know, the missions are evolving over time. See if that Sentinel's a little bit hostile. I think they respond to destroying the terrain. Oh, right, just getting some pretty terrible occlusion. The ground there. Here we are, I'm back again. About here. Now the question is if I can get anything back by picking this up. In the past you couldn't, but we're going to give it a go. I'm just going to jump. Look here. We've got 5 plates, 5 battery, and the paraffinium. Great. That was a really good test. I mean, before the next update you couldn't do that. If you deployed an exocraft base you couldn't recover what actually deployed. That could be very useful for exploration if you can deploy an exocraft and then retrieve what you've actually deployed, especially if that's the same formula for every single exocraft. But if any of you guys can confirm that if I build a standard exocraft or a Nomad or I can't cover Colossus, that's it. I mean, if it's the same formula for all 4 exocraft, that would be really great. Stood here. Yes, I know. We're back on my. Anything here that? No, there might be a bit of cash there. That is a plant, I think. Yeah, 32,000. Wow, yeah, we're certainly going to take that. This isn't the planet I was originally intending to visit in this part because it hasn't anything that I actually want. but we can scan a few of these and make a bit more cash. 32,000. All money in the bank, and it will make up for the cash I spent on buying the batteries. I mean, I've got to save because I never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's been worth it to do the mission simply just to find out that you can retrieve the resources from the exocraft base. Incoming frequency unknown. Thank you. Polo wants to talk to us. Have you brought news and friendship? Did friends unite? Tell them about the crash site. Polo slumps into themselves, looks defeated. They seem to look inwards for several moments before speaking. This is very sad news. There must be a way, I'm sure, to reach back, but I'm ahead of myself. There's more work I must do, and it will take real linear time. Friend, are there more untold stories out in this reality? More star vessels left broken and flightless in the dirt? Please tell me anything you find. Okay. And we've got 2,000 quicksilver, and the anomalies turned up very obligingly. That mean that if I find other crash ships, I can add to my quicksilver. Here we are, we're flying in over these multiple bases for multiplayers. It's going to spin round a little bit. Too happy with that. Looks like there's a bit of a ring coming through into the space station. Here we are. I am going to talk to Polo because these community missions seem to be affecting the Polo missions. Always more to do. Oh yes, but not just now, friend. Go free and see the stars. Yep. Polo is busy analysing my most recent reports lost in the world of data. No need of assistance. They are keen to continue my exploration and offer me a range of technologies. Yeah. I mean, I've got the cash. I think I've tried to. Let's try ship technology. Go further, go faster, see it all. A phase beam modulator. Oh. Be useful. I'm not sure if it is. Let's have a chat with. I'm just going to skip over this. Otherwise, I'll be talking. No, I think I've already got the Atlas path, so this it doesn't have anything that I actually need. Nope, stopped. Traveller hopes to make progress. Test travel milestone data. So does it NADA that's actually giving me the missions? You've seen much, but I do not understand. Well, we got 200 nanites for it. Hello, let's see. See if they've added anything new. Quicksilver purchases. Great exotic items. Right here we got a new gesture, 1,500. Bronze. Okay, got fruit tree, null decal. Oh, this looks like new. Got an expanding cube gadget, and a holographic globe gadget. I think we're going to get those. I mean, I got those gadgets quite. I'm a bit of a gadget freak anyway, so. Apollo decal, NADA decals, Walker, hand of approval, bronze statue. I think this is all. Blazing helmet. I don't wear a helmet as such. Don't really want to spend on gestures because I'm not meeting people. Therefore, I mean, if I build up a large quantity, I'm mind blown. I think I'm still going to hang on. Search Stoney. Yep. So, navigation data, current total 0. Launch into space and make contact with Polo. Okay, we're going to go into space. Drop a save to lose all that nice stuff that I've just bought. So this is going to be the supplementary mission. I wonder if it's going to be discover crash ships. Coming message, there we are. Bit of lag there. This data brings grief with it, friend, but the stories are precious. Have you discovered more? So we're just going to get that annoying. Tell us with your scanner, friend, if you find more with logs. So every time I scan, that's going to flash up. What's this implying is that I need to say find crash ships. I'm assuming it's going to be crash ships. Maybe we'll go looking for crash ships as we go. Space station, where's the space station? There it is. I need to orientate myself in the direction of the planet. Right guys, I've just had a thought while I was flying towards the space station. I think this is where I'm going to call it for this part, and I'm actually going to call this video the week 5 community event rather than a formal part of the series, because it doesn't make sense for me. Oops, there's hostiles coming in. I don't think it makes sense to go off now and start trying to collect resources. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Let's just get back into the space station. We're approaching from the wrong side. I mean, I suppose I could finish up. Do I really want to shoot up some space pirates? Okay, let's. Yeah. Where are you? I mean, if there's too many of them, I'll just duck into the space station. Oops. I need the photon cannon. Where are you? I suppose this is a good way to end the part. So, what I really need is to do some pirate missions, to get some mercenary missions. Oh, while I'm thinking about this, guys, I've got a question. It's suddenly when I was thinking about mercenary missions, the armourer mission in the base. I've read somewhere that on the forums that someone says that it's actually broken, and what I'd like to know is if any of you have actually managed to successfully complete that mission and how you did it, because I'm a bit worried about kicking it off, because I did read somewhere on the forum someone said that they kicked it off, now they're stuck with being attacked by sentinels all the time. Therefore, if any of you guys actually successfully managed to complete that mission and you've got any tips or hints on how to do it, I'd very much appreciate it. Game saved. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.